So, Josh, during these times of like unpredictable markets, there's war, there's just so much going on. What do you do to stay confident in your decisions?
All right, so the question is Iran, United States, earthquakes, interest rates, right? What the heck do I do to kind of bring peace or make sense of this crazy market? Well, first of all, it's always going to be a crazy market, right? There's always going to be a new administration, a war breaks out, an earthquake, a tsunami, interest rate change, Fed, unemployment, you name it. The market is just kind of flavor of the week, right? So ultimately, you got to have a core belief and you got to have an underlying understanding of what you believe that the market does and how it moves and how it works. Some people believe it's fundamentally driven. Some people believe it's news driven. Some people believe economics. Some people believe technicals and so on and so forth. So for me, what I like to do, I like to trade futures and I like to buy indexes. So I like to buy NASDAQ 100, S&P 500, Russell 2000, Dow Jones. I like to buy gold futures, right? And so these are assets that tend to go up. And so I look at them like houses, like real estate, right? It's always too early to sell because if you think about it, if you bought a house and you hold on to that house for 10 years, no 100%, there's no guarantee, but more than likely that house will be worth more 10 years from now than it is today. And if you bought a house 10 years ago, it's probably worth more today than it was 10 years ago. So it's always too early to sell real estate because of the appreciation. Well, indexes are the same thing, right? You get the NASDAQ, the Russell, the Dow Jones, the S&P. They tend to go up over time by design. Printing of money, inflation, right? You got population growth, you got innovation, and those indexes are focusing on the best of the United States stock market. So you get the benefit of, of the runs, right? It's like scoreboard trading. But anyways, so for example, S&P 500 goes up nearly 10% a year. Everybody hears that, everyone talks about it. But if that's the case, then all I like to do is buy those indexes strategically and manage risk. So it doesn't really matter if the United States is attacking another country. It doesn't really matter if interest rates change. It doesn't really matter if, there's a tsunami. The plan is still the same because I believe those assets increase over time. So strategically, every time the market dips, I'm going to say, okay, great. Let me apply my plan, which is to wait for the market to get back into the buy zone. I'm just being patient, let the market fall, let it get back into the buy zone and strategically manage risk and let the market go back up and take the ride with the market. What I've seen people do is they see the downward movement and they go, how do I take advantage of that downward movement? Where things really clicked for me is when I said, I released myself of the obligation of trying to make every single penny and every single cent and trying to capture every single move the market has to offer. The moment that I became selective and I said, I'm only going to do this, that's when the light bulb turned on, and that's where I had another aha moment. And that's part of the journey of a trader. You will always have an aha moment. Then as soon as you think you know, the market will humble you, and then you start all over again. And that's the name of the game. That's why I love it. So what do I do when to make sense of a crazy market? Well, number one, I acknowledge it's always going to be crazy, and it's always going to be something. There's always going to be a flavor of the week. But I go back to my basics. I go and I follow through with what I believe, which is indexes tend to go up over time. They have 100% recovery up to this point. They've never gone to zero. So strategically, I'm going to manage risk. I'm going to try to buy those dips.
That helps a lot, Josh. Thank you.